This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Give to Taylor, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Taylor So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Green 19!
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Over here.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Taylor, and he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Buying time to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He's to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he
picked up 1st down, too.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now running right through it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They give to Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Caught on the slant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
319. Over.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers steps away to his left. They shakes him off. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A minute 52 left to play in this second quarter. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jarrett Davis coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath. By all means.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Crosby puts it through, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, Not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Jones. Fights him off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Reset. Hey, easy. Hey, we're not going.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Hey.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It's caught outright by Graham. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
We are going.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So, line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this good. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Buying time to his left. And Adams has it complete. Powers ahead at the 45. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, and even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Hey, 626.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers have moved out in front. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But You've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it
over.
You
didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Pro Bowler Muhammad Wilkerson brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves a chains.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
Detroit!
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you.